Hello, 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 hello. I've changed my mind about 10 times as to what I'm going to paint. So, I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is, excuse me, that went down wrong. He is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So, oh, I gotta sneeze. I went through, like I said, several things that I was going to paint, and I'm I'm quite tired and a little slap happy. So I figured I should probably do something that was a little less serious. Only because this. What in the world? I about jumped 10 feet. One of the Owen's tablets talked. I guess they thought I was talking to them. Anyways, it's Halloween night, and so I thought I should make a little ghost. But and the more I do this, the more I'm changing my mind. I was gonna do a little bird. It's hard to explain. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm doing an ostrich, basically, kind of. And then when I get to his head, instead of it being his head, it's going to be a ghost. So we will be oh my, like I said, silliness ensues. I'm very sleepy today. I had my last infusion on the 28th, Tuesday, this past Tuesday. And I'm very happy. But they kind of do some yuck, like my stomach and all those fun things. I was going to make him silver legs, but so now we're up here and we're going to do this ghost. So my stomach is still not as happy as one would want their stomach to be on, a normal day. But I am very thankful that it's honestly not that bad right now. My last infusion, the one before this, it didn't make me nearly as sick as the chemo ones, but it by no means was a pretty one. if you can even use that terminology with that. But today I went to my leg doctor, and I am gonna get my hip replaced. It probably won't be till well, I know it won't be till next year, and then it'll be most likely closer to spring. I told him I'd rather it be a warmer day than a cold day. Not that we if you plan that far ahead, you know, it always ends up not being the weather that you think it's going to be. But anyways, so, oh, I did not want that in there yet. I stuck my brush in the, I'm going to use purple for his eyes, but I wanted to do this first. Get him some feathers out down here and kind of like I said, he's just fun little dude. When I have found, and I always make the disclaimer that I'm sure there's, you know, art is so amazing what people will come up with and how they do so many incredible things. So I always say this with, I don't want to say a grain of salt because, you know, I'm going to put some silver in there since it's Halloween. He's going to have some shiny things in there too. But when I'm doing like something that needs to be white, I always add varying shades of quote unquote white, meaning I will, like, you can add different textures to the white, like cream or a gray, to kind of fill in that extra color line. Like I said, this one has a silver in there with that making his, I almost said fur instead of feathers, making his feathers stand out a little bit more. But that way he, like, when it will dry, you'll see some of the different texture and color and everything in it. So that's why I do it. And technically, if you've watched before, you know, I'm going to say you should really wait between the layers for certain things. Like when I'm doing my flowers, I kind of mix everything together, and I like the way it picks up the tones and all of that. So I like the way it happens when I just use one brush and don't let anything dry. But something like this, really, like where the yellow is coming down and down here, every brush stroke that I'm close to it, I'm taking that color in with this. And down here, you can see it a little bit more, probably not on the screen. But again, it kind of gives it that creamy color. And, you know, he's got legs under there, so it's not too big of a deal. But there are things that you do not want to technically mix the color. And that's a preference, that's a choice, that's a art, that's ... So, you know, I don't want to stop long enough to let something dry even for 10 minutes. That's just how I am. But truly, I should. So, anyways, for those of you that are new to painting, don't always follow the leader. That's, you know, I'm still learning. But this is my style and this is what I do, and I know myself. Like I said, I don't like to stop. I don't like to stop even if I know I should. I like to get it done, even though I'm sitting here kind of playing with it. So now I should be using black probably for his eyes, but since this brush, you've heard me complain about it before, and until I do something about it, I'm gonna keep complaining. It's again probably very hard to see on there. There's probably 2 or 3 bristles that are extended past the mark, and when you have skills, mad skills like me, if you notice, I have a slight, it's minimal, but I have a slight shake, and part of it's because I have thyroid issues, and part of it is just I don't have a lot of control over straight lines. But this brush does not help that when I'm doing, something and I go to. Now, should I make him a little mouth? Maybe I should leave him open screaming. He might need some eyebrows. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's make him some eyebrows. That's where this little brush actually will come in handy until you mess it up like that. I usually have to rest my arm down because, I can't tell you how many times when I was first starting out that I would basically erase the eyes over and over and over again. I'd have to do the whole thing, like pull it off and start over. Now I just let it go. Can't decide, I think. Probably don't really want the eyebrows. That probably is eyelashes, not eyebrows. I don't really want them. I didn't really want them. I didn't really want them. Once I got them on there, I think they were too thick. Or something. Or something. We can just pretend they were there. I really should have used black, but that's okay. Oops. See what I'm telling you? This is what happens, folks. This is what happens. So we're just gonna make it like I'll just wide them out. Okay. Just gotta push it back in there. And then we will, now that I have purple all on this, I'm gonna make it like some little hairs coming off his. Now this I can't change now that I have him on there, but there we go. So I told you I was tired. Anyways, Owen had a good day, but he is ready for his weekend for sure. He is ready to go see his grandma tomorrow. So I know he'll enjoy that. Well, there we go. I think we are all done. Maybe a few more of these. It doesn't help. This white is very thick. I never put water on my table like some people do acrylics with water, and I've never done it. Well, I shouldn't say never, because I have done it, but it just wasn't my thing. So, there are times that I need to stop and really do what I need to do and have water. So, anyways, we do O for Owen, and then L, and B. There we go. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.